Good morning, everyone. This is about 10:12 a.m., 11:29, 2023. And I just was coming out here to let everybody know that we will resume Bible study here soon. I had taken some time off. I probably didn't explain this, or I probably did. Um, I had taken some time off to try to um, do something about the situation with my brother, and which was very important to me. A lot of people don't understand it, but I do. Even though I'm not doing Bible studies online that much, I do a lot with my family, and I do have a hectic schedule right now. My kids are participating in extracurricular sports. As well, I have a full time job. I'm not online full time. Um, I'm basically doing this as a hobby, but I study all the time, and I'm also well invested in this situation that's going on with my brother because it's important to me. Um, so I'm not putting the things aside of the Lord. It's just that I use this platform as a medium for me to connect the dots on certain things that's going on, um, and get other people involved and centered on creating a situation where we're able to his family and his friends and his woman is able to see him, and I'm an advocate for that. It has nothing to do with, although it's going around that a lot of things is going on within the family and there's a lot of turmoil. That shouldn't have any precedence when it comes to the recovery of our loved one. So any animosity that's been going on within the family has been going on for years. Um, I don't need to say that, at all, really, because everybody at this point, 6 months in, already knows that or have known that for some time. Whoever's been around my brother, so um, I did plan on doing Jesus is God. Is Jesus God? Um, I was all planning on doing it today. There was some things that happened which won't permit me to do it, so I rescheduled it for December 2nd. Some people have contacted me and stated that they want to um, be involved with that, so I'm trying to really uh, get things together with that too, because there's still people that I haven't talked to that I would like to speak with on that panel. So if you need to get in touch with me, I left my email in the community, and I'll leave it again just in case anybody wants to get in contact with me via email, um, so that we can have that discussion, which is one of the most important aspects of this whole ordeal. So I really want to do that, and that would start up or restart the Bible study that some people were inquiring about, because I left so abruptly, and the only reason why I left was because of the situation that was going on with my brother, and I wanted to make sure that I was able to get involved a little bit so I can, you know, get something going with that situation, since he has spoke out and said that he wanted to speak to me, and several people have called and inquired about what was going on with the situation. A lot of family members haven't had access to Keith that really love him. So this is something that's important to the family. And like I said, I have a busy schedule. I'm always studying, always reading, and I do things with my family when it comes to um, God. So I'm never not reading, not studying, or anything like that. I just haven't been online, and whenever I get online, it's not scheduled for days. It's normally in that day when I have time that I'll go live and I speak about certain things. And also I'm doing my homework with my brother's past as it relates to some of the people that he's been involved with online, because I need more history and understanding of what was going on in that environment, and kind of highlight some of the things. That's why I'm able to bring forth videos and do some oversight with some receipts that I don't never like getting on here without having the knowledge of certain things. Um, I think that's very important. And furthermore, I haven't taken away from um, what I'm doing with as far as what my goal and what my mission is with this whole thing. When I came over to YouTube, it was my intentions to leave certain things behind and just focus on behind the scenes and just do the things that I do best, which is, talk about the Lord and do my thing. But when my brother called, I felt a sense of urgency to approach this situation the best way I could without having to go through other channels to see Keith. And but this thing is bigger than what I anticipated, and it's I believe, like I told someone today, that it's not gonna be instant gratification in this situation. And with God, it's not always that way. It takes maturity and patience, understanding. Is no longer a private matter at this point, considering the fact that there are several people that's in charge of Keith that's still going public, and I just don't understand it at this point in time. Well, I know why, but I just don't understand it. Um, but it's we up for the challenge. I think the family is in support of me, the ones that Keith is really close to and that's been around, and there is another family that's involved in this. That's the virtual family, I guess, and they have more precedence and preeminence over the situation as opposed to his loved ones and people that's been with him all his life. And I can only imagine why, but I don't understand it considering that everything started off so private, and so now everything is public, and it's this extended family that has preeminence over what's going on with my brother, which is important to me because specifically he called for me in certain things, and I'm going to continue to work vigorously, tirelessly to figure out what's going on with this situation. Um, I'm staying in contact with as many people as possible when it comes to Keith. Um, there has been um, cash apps that was put out that are fictitious, and they are somewhat similar to the one that's on the screen, but it's also is the numbers are backwards, and then they have the picture. So make sure that if you're donating, make sure that you're donating to the right cash app, to those who are donating. Nothing is insignificant at this point. What we are doing is what I'm doing is positioning myself and the family to have a standing, considering the fact that everything is just about money in this situation. And it seems like the money has more precedence over the person at this point, which I think is highly difficult for me to really deal with, but that it is what it is. And it's, I didn't start this until a couple of maybe 2 weeks ago. Um, and we are up to close to what, about 1,800, and maybe we're close to 2,000. We probably hitting the 2,000 mark pretty soon. And so is that's good. That's a good start. And to bring clarity to why we're doing this as as his family, um, outside of the person that's in charge, that's not allowing other people to have access to Keith. We're doing this to have a position. This has nothing to do with someone um, um, with a calculated kind of mindset to take over money or anything like that, or to profit from this situation. No, we're positioning ourselves as a family. We saying that his 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 brother is important, his friend is important, his woman is important, his children is important, and we should have equal influence uh, when it comes to what's going on with Keith and having access to Keith. So that's what I'm starting this for. Also, furthermore, Keith has children. He has things that he may need, and these funds will be used for that purpose. Um, there are legalities and things that's going on, which that's not a step that I really want to take. I want to focus, keep this in the family, and by all means, work together to try to, keep everybody on the same page. Even if we don't mess with one another, we're able to come together. And this is one way that I'm gonna start doing this, and we will intensify it if need be, but we will um, make sure that the family is around Keith in this process. So, and not one person is solely um, receiving the glory and the accolades of, which is I think it's ridiculous in this situation. But the true people that see that's what's going on really supporting the cause, and I thank everyone who has donated to Save Key 419. We don't look at nobody as far as with ops or none of that. This is a personal situation. This is family. This has nothing to do with um any personal gripes or anything or fights and anything. That's what other people are trying to make this to be. And I think that stagnates the process when we're continually um, pushing that narrative out here when Keith is not operating in that fashion anymore. So I think every man should be able to stand for themselves when it comes to a balanced approach with that situation. I don't even think people should be pushing for Keith to be in that environment at this point in time. I really don't. I don't think that would be healthy for Keith. If he did, I would want it to be for a positive cause, not for going out and doing the very same things that he did to build up this animosity that his family is dealing with at this time. So I don't think that the purpose that's out there on the other side is really for the cause of Keith becoming the man that I uh, know him to be, which is a loving father, a brother, a son, a real person. He's always stressed that the personal side has preeminence over the business side, and we want to keep it that way. He was maturing and coming into himself as far as establishing a business, and talking about moving and doing those things. And he's expressed several times that he was trying to move away from certain things that he was doing in the past, and I think he should be afforded that opportunity, and people shouldn't be pushing him towards uh, this these contentious things that's going on, that's created a lot of the strife that's going on even now with personal family members. So remember to donate, support the channel. I'm doing my work, and this is going to be something that's going to be good for everyone, not just a select few. Bigo things. Here, we're about Keith when it comes to and family and togetherness. We're not about division here. We're about people being accountable for their choices. We're about love, and we're focused on what's real. So that's why I'm here. I encourage you to keep coming. Those who have been coming and supporting the channel, thank you so much for supporting the channel. It really helps out a lot with other things that I'm doing outside of this situation, and I'm taking the steps that's necessary and being responsible with how I'm handling this situation, whether friend or foe. I think that there's something that we all can learn from this situation, and I'm gonna continue to fight for righteousness and for the right cause. So I thank you to everyone who supported the channel, as well as everybody that's supporting the Save Keith 419, which is about accountability and responsibility, maturity, and righteousness. That's what I stand on, and I believe that in the long run, it's going to prove itself right. It always starts off with a lot of contention and persecution, but I mean, if you're not willing to accept the persecution and the hard work and the lack of instant gratification, then you're not prepared for righteousness, because the good people in last sometimes, most times, you know. So I'm gonna stick with that and focus on that. And I'm praying for everybody in this situation. Every time I come out, I seen the video with my mom and the other person, and it's just, you know, it is what it is, you know. But I mean, I try to dissuade her from doing things like that, and it just, because it's just creating more and more craziness. So, but it is, the fight is on, and I believe in the end, the righteous will win. I'm dedicated to that, you know. So I'm just working on this the right way and seeing how God is gonna have His way with this situation. So thank you guys for coming and supporting the channel. Thank you guys for supporting Save Key 419. We dedicated to finishing this process and God getting the glory out of this situation. Not ourselves, but God. I'm praying for all my family members indiscriminately. Everybody in this situation has been talked about for the last 6 months, and it's been hard on the family, but we still sticking through. And so, thank you again. Peace to you. The Bible studies will be coming after this week. We gonna start with Is Jesus God this weekend. Of course, I told all the people who wanted to come on the panel, um, they could come. We can have questions. I'm going to do a brief monologue and give my assessment of it, and then I know people may repost and respond to it, but we're gonna lay forth the truth and let it be what it is. So, thank you. I look forward to speaking with you. If something comes up, I might come on later on and speak, but um, there is other things that has to be done, and I gotta take my time when it comes to this situation. So look forward to seeing everybody there on Saturday at 7:30. Thank you. Have a good day. Have a blessed day.